What's going on, everybody? Today I wanted to talk about the potential patch notes tomorrow, as well as some things that have been going on the sidelines in terms of bug fixes and things that I think are attempting to be bug fixes but don't even work at all from what I've experienced, actually. So we're going to jump into the first one, and that is talking about the hidden patches or the bug fixes that are supposed to be coming to the game. For those of you that do not know, Diablo Immortal has this running blog post or this, whatever you want to call it, forum, where they fix bugs. It's pretty hush-hush. Like, they don't really announce it. No one really talks about it unless you're actually literally looking for this exact page, and I'll put it in the description down below if anyone wants to check it out. Things like all sorts of things have been fixed. So just going over the most recent one, the JT is all business is matchmaking issue has been completely fixed, from what I understand. Some of the cycle of strife things have been fixed, as well as some gameplay things have been fixed. Now, the cycle of strife things have been a little bit of a buff to the Immortals because they've increased the time, or rather decreased the amount of progression you need to get to access certain things. They've also buffed the Corvus expedition, things like that. But what I want to talk about specifically today is this right here. If a player uses the same skill more than 10 consecutive times within 5 minutes and has not moved or used another ability, the skill will no longer continue to fire. So this is basically an anti-spooning line right here. This is literally just a specific bug fix line for anti-spooning. Macros will still work because, they are not using the same consecutive skill. Oftentimes, they're usually using a mix of skills. All of this is against terms of service, by the way. You do not want to do this. What I'm saying is that Blizzard is literally actively taking measures to try to remove spooning from the game, as it's, for some reason, the biggest and most annoying thing for a lot of players, including myself. A lot of people do it. I mean, it's annoying to see people, taking over your farm spots when they're spooning. So obviously, I'm not going to encourage it here. I think you should absolutely not do it. But we're going to go ahead and just test it real quick here. And I'm going to go ahead and drop literally a bunch of primary attacks. I'm literally just going to hold down the button. And then you can see here, I'm going to count it as every 3 hits is 1 primary attack. So that's 7 or something like that. And then we're on 8, 9, 10. We'll just hold it down for a little bit longer here just to make sure. And it doesn't look like this is stopping at all. So I'm not sure what Blizzard has done here to stop spooning. I'm not sure if it's because I'm holding my mouse down and they know it. I don't even know how this stuff works. To be honest, all I'm saying is that I've tested it with Lightning Nova as well, where I've stood in place and casted the same ability over and over again 10 times, and it did not stop me from casting another ability. So whether or not Blizzard is fixes it actually working is one thing, but at least they're trying to stop it. So hopefully they'll fix their bug fix. But it's important for you all to kind of keep in the loop in some of these bug fixes. I kind of glanced this one over, but I think it's actually a pretty important one. Most of the other ones are simplistic ones that like fixing matchmaking that affect like 1 player or whatever. So it's not a huge deal, but this one in particular, I think, affects a lot of people. And that being said, we're going to talk about tomorrow's post here, or tomorrow's potential patch notes. If we just go ahead and look here in Diablo Immortal news, and then we go to the mini update here, we'll find right here, I believe, in this paragraph, that they're going to release content for Diablo Immortal every 2 weeks, a patch note, whether it's a mini or major update. Mini updates are going to be this, week. Very, very little content, really just a standard, here's a legendary crest and here's some bug fixes or skins, or a new battle pass. And then major updates are going to be new content, actual new gameplay features, or in this case, the last major update was a class change, which is a little unfortunate, honestly. I think it's a good update. Absolutely. It has revived the game for a lot of players because you no longer have to, reset all of your progress and start a new account, which a lot of people don't want to do. You just class change. But again, a lot of people don't want a class change, so it's honestly dead content for a lot of people. For me, I love the update. I've been really, really enjoying all the class changes, but I get why people would be upset. Now, tomorrow, supposedly, is when we're going to get the new patch notes. You can see this one's dropped August 2nd, server maintenance dropped August 2nd from 5 to 7 p.m. And so August 16th is tomorrow, so we can expect around 5 to 7 p.m. August 16th if they're going to hold themselves to their words, which is updates every 2 weeks. Now, the question is, what is this update going to be? Is it going to be a mini update or a major update? And what are my expectations? Well, to be frank, I'm going to think this as a mini update. I don't think that we're going to really get a major update anytime soon. I know that they want to release new gameplay features and all that stuff. Unfortunately, I just don't think that we're going to get a lot of content here in this next update. Perhaps some more bug fixes, some things like that. I just don't think that we're going to get anything too exciting here. I've not heard anything about it. And honestly, I don't even know what they would be working on if they were going for a major update here. So I'm not going to be super excited for this update tomorrow. I mean, I guess I am excited for the update, but I'm not going to have high expectations. Now, keep in mind that if they are working on something, they may drop it in between the updates. As they say here, they say it's not mutually exclusive to the content update and sometimes just be released. So if they are working on something, we may see it a couple of days after. So, you know, there's still that element of surprise updates, which is cool. But again, I don't think that we should be super excited about this update tomorrow, but I do think that obviously it is nice to hear something from developers. What I'd really like to see, honestly, personally, in order for us to kind of improve the game, is some sort of roadmap. I think that we kind of just want to see what's planning on for the game, because at this moment, all we're waiting for is these updates, and they don't give us any information for the next update. They say, here's your update, it's the battle pass, and that's it. This last mini update here was nice because at least we know when we're getting the future updates, but those future updates have always been pertaining to the present rather than any thing in the future. So I'd really like to see some sort of roadmap, maybe some sort of interview with one of us. I mean, I'd love to do it. So there's that invitation, Blizzard. If you want to go ahead and do an interview with me, I'd love to go ahead and jump on and you know, show some future gameplay content from you all that we would all be love to see, honestly. But again, nothing super exciting for tomorrow, I don't think. We'll have to see. I will have an update tomorrow, hopefully, if they stick to their word about this new patch notes. But I just want to give you all a little bit of information about the recent bug fixes, as well as something to do with the new patch tomorrow, because, of course, a lot of people don't know necessarily read these patch, or they don't know what's going on. So I figured I'd make a video about it just for fun, and I'll see you in the next video.